Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Same old, same old. Well, today it's going to be 78 degrees, partly sunny. We've had some nice rain, so the weeds are just going crazy in my garden. I need to get out there and do some weeding. But the good news is my vegetables are doing great too. So today I think I'm going to stay home. Yesterday I had a nice visit with my daughter, but I went to her house and we had coffee and lunch. Took lunch over there. Had some cucumbers and avocados and just on some bread, and it was delicious. Very simple lunch. So I think maybe I'll get out there and do some weeding in a little while. That's not what I feel like doing. I really feel like getting out into the garage and doing a little garage cleanup. Well, today is garbage day and we have a lot of garbage. So I had to actually move some out of the trash can and put it in black bags. So that's good. Getting rid of stuff. Almost out of this creamer. I think I need a bigger cup. I have more. I have more in the overstock refrigerator downstairs. Down there I keep plant-based milk, soy milk. It's shelf stable, but I still keep it in the fridge. Makes it last longer. And I keep my creamer down there. So cheers. Ooh, that's full. And very hot, but very delicious. So when I went to Costco the other day, I was looking around for my favorite wine. It's Santo Sparkling Moscato. And it's really tasty. And they don't carry it anymore. And this is why I stock up. This happens so many times to me when I find things that I like. And it's not because they're not popular. It's because they just stop making it. So I want to make sure I have plenty of whatever it is I really like. I still have 2 bottles left. But now I need to hunt around and see if I can find it somewhere. And because I like to start stocking up for the holidays, because we do share wine on the holidays. So I don't want to have to buy all that wine at once. So I start stocking up early in the year, and then I have a full bar. So anyway, I was very sad about my wine, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, here we are back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I had lunch at my daughter's. And I took some food over there that I already had, and she had some food. So we just had a nice lunch. So anyway, I did get a couple of estimates for a new roof. For the garage roof only is going to be $2,000. Now that's a tear off and everything. And fixing anything that needs to be fixed, I guess. If I need new wood, if the wood's rotted where it's been leaking, then that's going to be a little extra. But we got 2 estimates. One of them was for over $10,000, and the other estimate was for $9,100. But neither one of them included the cost of if we choose to replace the 2 skylights I have in the dining room, then that'll be an additional about $1,000 per window. So that is the cost of a new roof, and I really need one at least soon before everything starts to leak, because the garage roof has been leaking already for over a year. So I imagine there's going to be some damage under there. And I asked the guys, how much more would it cost if I wait till next year to get the rest of the house roof done? And they said it would probably be an additional $800 because they have to reapply for a permit. They have to reorder the dumpster. There were a bunch of different costs involved. So I would probably be better off to do the whole thing. Now, they do offer financing a year, same as cash. So I have to explore that a little further. But my banker also told me there is some sort of a program for seniors. If you know anything about that, leave me a comment below and I'll explore that further. But where the interest rate is really low, like 3%, I think he said. So I want to talk to him first and see what figures he can come up with. So that is the status. So I have another person coming out to give me an estimate on replacing the glass in the windows in the front, but they can't come out till the 17th. But there's no hurry for that window. It's not like, there's cold wind blowing in there or anything like that. The windows are sound. It's just the glass is, the seal is broken. So, and it looks terrible. So, yep, the joys of home ownership. I mean, in one way, it's a big blessing to have your own home. And in another way, it's a big financial burden when it comes time to doing home repairs. So that's the story on the roof and the windows so far. And I'll have to wait and see what kind of financing I can come up with. I have one more estimate coming. I'm waiting for the fellow to call me back. That's for the roof. And then, depending on what the cost of the glass is, I'm probably going to hold off on that unless it's much cheaper than a new window. And then I'll start shopping around for new windows either next year or the year after and get that taken care of. Because I don't want my home to lose value because I haven't taken care of it. And it's not at that point, and I don't ever want it to get to that point. So I need to shell out a few bucks, I guess. And, even if you live in a small house, I mean, my house is not big. It's not small, but even if you live in a small house, you still have to do the roof and, the furnace and the air conditioner. I can live without an air conditioner for a while, but can't live without heat, not here in Ohio. So that would be something if that goes, and that's 20 years old too. So, that's about the life cycle of a furnace too. So I guess that's one downside to building your own house. Everything is new and it, lasts about 20 years. And then everything needs to be replaced about 20 years later. So that's the point I'm at right now. And I'm just going to have to keep tightening the belt until I can get all these things paid for. And that's life. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. And we'll see what else is up. So one of our neighbors down the street had this roof installed. And my neighbor and I really like it, so this is the roof that we think we're going to go with. Okay, well, I'm a little stressed from all this money talk. So I thought I would go for a little walk, and I thought I would take you with me. So a lot of the houses, I guess, are starting to leak the roofs. So we're not the Lone Ranger, but that doesn't make it any better. So, but anyway, this is my neighborhood. It's a very nice place to walk. And for me, walking is stress relief. I enjoy walking. So our other neighbor was telling us, now they paid $800 last year to just kind of put a Band-Aid on their roof. They had a couple things fixed because their roof was leaking. And apparently, it's leaking again. So now they're going to need a new roof, and I'm trying to avoid that. I think they paid like $800 just to have it repaired. So I don't want to do double duty. So anyway, I'm going to walk down the street. And oh, I love the way the sunshine shines on the grass. That looks so pretty. It would make a pretty picture, a pretty painting if you put somebody walking on the sidewalk. I think that would look nice. I don't know. I should see if that'll make a good photograph. You know, as an artist, it's nice to have reference photos. This neighbor put out some flowers. Looks very nice. Looks like an elephant ear. This fella has nice landscaping, and he's got a little bird bath over there. He always has really nice landscaping. He usually has a bench out here, but I guess he didn't put it out this year. So anyway, moving on. So I'll take you over to where the house is with the roof that we want to get. But boy, the sun is right in my eyes and I can't see the camera now. So I'll be back. So this is similar to the color blue that I want to paint my shutters. And I think I'm also going to paint my front door this blue, but I haven't decided about that yet. But the color blue that I have is from a pot I got at Dollar Tree. So, but this is very similar. Okay, well, this is the house where they have the roof that we're thinking about. It's a different style house, but the color is the same. So, we really like it. It's very textural. I don't know if that comes across on the camera, but anyway. So, look at the pretty flowers. I love hydrangeas. They're really pretty. Some people really have nice landscaping and other people not so much. But it looks nice. This is what the old roofs look like. They're just flat. They don't have any texture. So I like the other one much better. Well, there's not a cloud in the sky today. No chemtrails. That's nice. At least they're not spraying to try and block out the sun. Such craziness. So it's really pleasant, a really pleasant evening tonight. Not too hot, not too humid, not too chilly. It's just right. Lots of people out walking, some with their dogs, some just with themselves, like me. So, or people sitting on their deck playing music. I haven't tried out my speaker yet. I have to sit out there a little more. Maybe have a glass of wine. So I was telling my neighbor we should have a ladies' cocktail party, ladies only. And we can have it on the deck, just with the neighborhood ladies. Seems like there's a lot of single ladies in my neighborhood. So I think that would be really fun. So, all right, I'm going to continue my walk, and I'll show you some of my flowers that are blooming in my front yard once I get home. Well, I just came over on the side of my house, and I'm just shocked at how much everything has grown. I mean, I've thinned out this Rose of Sharon here many times. It's never been this big or this dense. This grass, same there. It's never been that dense. Holy moly. And we haven't had that much rain. The same goes for this. I forget what this is called. It'll come to me, but it has pretty little pink flowers. And that was almost dead, so it's made a huge comeback. These little wildflowers came back from last year. That was from a packet from Dollar Tree, wildflowers. And oh, I even have mushrooms growing everywhere. So I don't think I'm going to eat those. But let's see what else is blooming in my yard. I've got coneflowers over there, and they're really tall this year too. I have this little Rose of Sharon. That's a volunteer, and it has pretty purple flowers, so I'm going to leave that. My azaleas are huge. My mums look like they're getting ready to bloom. It's kind of early for that yet. I have to come in here and cut back all these dead flowers. I've got irises back there that I need to cut back. But my window box is doing really well. And let's see, the rose bush is about done blooming. I have to cut that back, and maybe it'll bloom again. So yeah, everything is just really lush and green, and much bigger than it was last year. And I've had this landscaping in here for a long time. So here's another mum that looks like it's getting ready to bloom. My hydrangeas aren't blooming yet. This is all lavender. That's doing well. All little lavender plants. My boxwood, I need to trim that. So, and there is my porch. Those flowers are happy. That worked out well with the diaper in the hanging baskets. The diaper and the sponges. They seem to like that. So I do have one hydrangea. It's starting to bloom. Over there, nothing to write home about, but it does have some buds. And these are my pretty cone flowers. So I'm waiting for the balloon flowers to bloom here too, but even the cone flowers are big. And this is a combination of red cone flowers, well, orange and purple. And some of these, I don't know if you can see that, are purple with an orange tip. So that's really pretty. So they must have mixed. And these are balloon flowers that haven't bloomed yet. But over here, they are blooming. So this is what they look like. And over here, a lot of them are already blooming. So those are balloon flowers. So, okay, those are all my flowers in the front. They're doing very well. I've got little tomatoes coming. So these are cherry tomatoes. And every now and then I come out, I give them a shake. That helps fertilize them. So, all right, there's my front garden today. And I think it'll look really nice once the balloon flowers and the cone flowers bloom at the same time. All right, well, today was a very low energy day for me. My friend and I, we stopped and had a Burger King, and I brought Ryan a burger too. He was happy. He's always happy when I bring him something. So, but it's just, I think it's all the stress from dealing with having to get a roof and windows and paying off bills and, you know, trying to do that. And stress can make you tired. And I think that's what was going on with me today, because I had absolutely no energy at all. So hopefully tomorrow, and it's not that I didn't sleep well, I slept just fine, but it's on my mind. So these things happen. So anyway, what would happen if I didn't fix the roof and I didn't fix the garage? Well, the house wouldn't fall down, but now I am kind of under the gun a little bit, since my neighbor wants to do hers, and since the houses are connected and the prices keep going up. That is the big issue. You know, lumber and roofing, and, you know, the one guy told me that the costs have been going up 10%. So that's a lot when you're talking thousands of dollars. So it's a decision that needs to be made. So, and I'll do it. I will make the right decision. So I wanted to read you another little reading because this really hits home for me today. So let me read it to you, and it might hit home for you too. And this is from, again, Life Lessons from Julia Cameron. She's a very wise woman. So here we go. Dear one, bring me your troubles. I take great joy in untangling your complicated life. You are overwhelmed, but I am not. Your many problems are child's play to me. You have a shadowed heart, but I bring light to it. I illuminate your difficulties. I give you a lantern heart. Ask me for guidance, and I will lead you, one step at a time. Your path becomes broad and clear. I bring you clarity and grace. So that really hits home today. I'm just going to go relax and give it over to God. You know, He's never let me down yet. So I don't plan on having that changed. And you know, even if it gets to the point where it's time to go, then at least I can look back and say, I lived my life to the fullest and have no regrets. So, all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.